Okay, so it's day 4 or 5. We can't remember what day it is at the moment here in our China trip. It's supposed to be day 3 of the CTS event, but slight change of plans. The government has put a halt to the event due to some concerns that they had. It's a public holiday here in China, so they're really trying to protect the national public holiday. So they have asked for the event to stop, which is okay because we've actually completed the main part of the event, which has been excellent. So in true China style, everyone just moves on. Not a problem, just keep on going. So today, we're with the gang. Frank's taking us around, Martin's here, and we're going on an adventure. We don't know where we're going, but we're going on an adventure. But before we do, breakfast first. This is where I do some of my best work. Okay, Frank's introduced us to a new game. We're calling it Wheel of Fortune. See where the chopsticks go around? Wherever it stops, the person has to eat some food because we're all full and we don't want to eat any more. Go, no! Edo! Get eating, boy. You've bad luck. We've had breakfast, which has turned into lunch. We're now going for a walk to work it all off because we've had so much to eat. It's terrible. But it was really, really nice. Gotta love Chinese food for breakfast.
We are in a local candy store and we're gonna try the most Chinese ice cream, popsicles, whatever you want to call them, we can get. So Martin, what's the verdict? What have you picked?
Looks like kind of chocolate with nuts. I don't know, it will be good, but it doesn't look very Chinese.
No, it doesn't. But these taste like lemon, and these taste like chocolate. So you have the lemon, and I'll keep the chocolate. Sour. But nice.
Just had a great breakfast / lunch. Been for a walk with this marvellous man, Frank Liu, otherwise known as Franco, the Italian Chinese man. And we're now, what's the plan? Where are we going now, Frank?
Yeah, we're going to the one of the office of the local RC association. It's near to the hotel you are leaving.
Okay, so we're going to the association office to get a few things and more excursions. See, this hobby is not just about flying, it's about the friends that you meet, the people you meet and the friends that you make. And so today, we are still aeromodelling. We just happen to be doing it with RC. Oh, right. That's it, I've got to go now. Bye Frank, getting out.
Well, I'm not Chinese, but reliable sources have told me that this reads home of model flyers in Hoizoi, in this region. So this is sort of some kind of a club outside the airfield where they meet, maybe build. So let's get inside, take a look. Yeah, thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Wow. Look at that.
Okay, can you find my pictures?
Franco Liu. There he is, young Franco Liu.
I remember Christoph.
Amazing. Yeah.
Many beautiful planes.
Yeah, wow, this is beautiful.
EBB, yeah, this is EBB.
Very cool.
everywhere we look there's an aeroplane. It's amazing. Such a great little space. What a privilege to see such a site in China.
Yeah, awesome. How cool that they got a space that can work on airplanes. Like there's computers here to get some stuff and printers and tools and sort of drills and jigs and soldering, everything you can think of for the club. So very cool, and there's obviously a lot of helicopters and stuff people put here. How you can sort of take and fly.
Storing their stuff here.
Yeah, storing. I think it's more for the club member use, which is pretty awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I used to have those. That's
Really?
one of my first planes that I learned how to 3D.
Yeah, you also have a one of these?
No, I used to.
Used to.
Yeah. One of my own first airplanes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I learned how to hover.
I
And for the kids,
是我们对这个飞向北京的一个
free
套餐，
fall.
就是一个
There's like batteries inside. No more rubber band.
and actually it's there's a extra battery box and then you charge inside and fly. The UFO.
Fly to Australia next time. UFO from China.
Excellent.
那个大。
Okay, now we take the video to visiting the local RC club's office.
So this is the local flying club. They've been here for 3 years. They rent the space, and it's a location where all the club members can come back after having a fly. They can work on aeroplanes and just generally have a good time. They've got their own bird cage. There's a cat over here that Martin's playing with. It's truly a wonderful sight to see. When we talk about China and we talk about the aero modelling hobby here, it is really growing. They are really working hard to build it, and at the same time having a great time. So that's what it's all about.
So you know, all flyers normally fly in weekend and holidays. But before this club was established, and you fly yours and I fly mine, so it's not so good organized. I think the chairman should organize and establish this club. He did a very good job. So this usually in our event, when we have young visitors, students to come to visit our event, we usually give this kit and they can assemble on the flying field, and then they can fly. They can enjoy flying together with us. So.
Very nice.
Good job, Mr. Chairman. Good job.
会长做好。
We've just been comparing notes on how much it costs to join the club here versus Australia and in Austria here with Martin. And here it costs, they charge around, what was it, US, Frank? $30 US. So let's just, say that's probably, let's say $50 Aussie to join the club, but it's free for students, so no charge for students at all. And in Austria, Martin, you were saying...
The entry fee is about 300 euros, and the annual fee is about 100. And also for children, it's half of that, and it's not free.
Yep. Okay, so there you have it. So the fees are very low, and but even with the money that they're getting, they're still investing into the association. They're renting this double-storey property here just for the members, and they've got, I think Frank was saying, about 50 members at the moment.
So it's part of the curriculum of the Chinese students. Frank have told us that once a year there's a big competition that basically schools compete with each other on flying sort of gliders and airplanes, and this is one of the airplanes they can compete, or they have an airplane which is rubber powered, sort of balsa, or even free sort of free throw gliders. And once a year 5,000 competitors, students, meet and compete to promote sort of aviation, model flying. So huge numbers.
So we've just been talking to Frank here and getting some information in regards to insurance, because insurance is an issue for us in Australia that we're mindful of. And he said in China they are mindful of insurance as well, but the insurance schemes sort of work a bit differently, where the club or the province can negotiate their own insurance deal. So they take control of the insurance process rather than in Australia, where we're sort of forced into into an insurance scheme. So quite a different approach to having insurance. Not a bad one, I must say. Provides a bit of flexibility with your insurance. So they still value safety here in China. They still value having insurance, and they just go about doing it in a different kind of way. What an absolute another pleasure to visit the Flying Club here. We've learnt a lot. We had a great discussion. We shared thoughts on how to grow the hobby. Got some advice from the locals because they're doing such a good job. They gave us some awesome tea. Really was an honour to be in their presence. The gang has gathered outside our hotel, the DIY hotel, and we are off rafting apparently. It's waiting for Frank to pick us up. This is going to be fun. At the rafting venue. It's raining, so I'm just going to leave the camera here, so I'll give you a report when we get back.
If it's the last thing I'll ever do, I'm gonna break through. In 3 minutes time, I could turn.
We have been rafting. We're sorry we couldn't take any video, but it was amazing. But Frank tried to kill us. What do we think, guys?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ, it was so
Yes.
sketchy.
That was really I wanted
Really
to
lucky
do.
to be alive.
Yeah.
That's the most thing.
Yeah, it was pretty sketchy, I'll tell you what.
It was not that.
On the
Yeah, it was
sketchiness
quite
level 0 to 10, what do you score it, Martin?
8.5.
8.5. It's up there. People, that's up there. It was sketchy.
I think, yeah, 8.5. I'd give it an 8.5. Reason for the sketchiness level was it's basically they've grabbed a river that sort of goes down a valley and they've put concrete everywhere. They've concreted the whole river. And they haven't really smoothed off some of the corners. So if you have your hands outside the raft, you're just going to get yourself scratched up. Don't know about the water quality as well. It's just to say it didn't smell too fresh. So if we have ear infections or anything like that, we'll give you an update. If you're wondering who this young chap is, this is Frank's son Leo. Leo has been squirting us with a water pistol, and let's just say Leo is one of the funniest kids going around China at the moment. Great experience. We had a really, really good time. Thanks, Frank, once again.
Thanks, man.
Welcome.
And sorry that we survived the trip. Yes, that's Leo Liu without his seatbelt on. He doesn't like wearing his seatbelt. Ito, strap him in.
Sit down, Leo.
Just protecting the population of China. So we're just having a chat with Martin here, the Austrian, about the movie The Sound of Music. And Martin says that nobody in Austria knows anything about and will never watch the movie The Sound of Music. Well, everybody else in the car, including Frank over here, has watched The Sound of Music. So tonight we're going to go and somehow access a copy of The Sound of Music, and I think we should sit down with Martin and teach him all the ways of The Sound of Music.
Yeah, I think so.
Sit right down and let this show begin.
We're just having a chat here with Frank, and we asked him how long does it take for someone to build an apartment building here in China. Now, what was your answer? What's the record in China? How long would it take to build a 30-floor apartment building?
I remember the record is 21 days to build a 30-floor building.
21 days. How long does it take you to make 200 aeroplanes in the factory?
30 days.
30 days to make 200 aeroplanes. So they're going gangbusters here in China. They're going hard.
I'm an acquired taste, not for those who just want
Yeah, it was great fun. I'm becoming Chinese. It's not easy.
Wait.
It's difficult. Okay.
Where are we? What's this all about?
Yeah, now we are at the downtown a place that so many people are dancing at night here.
And
So
what festival is it today?
Yeah, today is the Mid-Autumn Festival, the second important festival in China.
Okay, so
Thank you.
it's a holiday time here as well, and they're all out at this square. It's an amazing sight. There's people everywhere.
Good fun. So it's the Mid-Autumn Festival here, and Frank and Martin and Andrew here behind the camera, and we are on the main bridge of the city. And what's happening is that everybody is taking a lantern and sort of lighting them up and letting them fly in a remembrance of someone who passed away. So it's quite emotional, people praying on the side of the bridge, and above me you can see all the lanterns flying around. Pretty cool. So we decided that we're doing it as well.
Yeah.
And we are gonna dedicate our lantern to all the airplanes that were crashed during this event, and in Martin's and my life, and Frank and yours, Andrew. So yeah, we're feeling the spirit.
Abort the takeoff.
Goodbye, little airplane. Goodbye. We leave.
That's my lantern.
Oh,
She's gonna come good.
oh, we're recovering.
Here we go. The EME is going well. It's going low.
Go. Oh my God, he's recovering.
We say fly low, and this is what we're doing. We fly low.
Even the lantern
This
fly
is
low.
a 3D lantern, not like the others that were flying high, scale-like. This is 3D lantern there.
Oh, it's going
Oh
down.
no, it's going down.
Oh, there's a sink. There's a sink.
It's sinking. It's a thermal.
Oh.
It's in the sink, but now it's going to come up. It's look.
Go.
so You just got to have faith, people. You got to have faith.
Yes, Mike.
It's going to do it. I can
This
feel
is
it.
your spirit. It's a symbol of your spirit. Sometimes you go down, but before you crash miserably into the water, you come back again.
It's going to make it. You know, this is everyone's. You probably can't see it in the video, but it got about 5 meters off the deck as a hoon does laps up and down the bridge. So we were at the 5 meter mark. We were getting low. We beat Martin and Ito's efforts. Theirs basically just went up in the air.
and I went more for a 3D style freestyle maneuver. If there was music, I probably would have done a routine to it as well. So now we're currently hovering at about 20 meters, I reckon, off the deck. Just going to do a left-hand turn shortly and come in for a landing, I'd say.
Well, the end of the day is here, and what a day it has been. Yes, we didn't get to go to the flying field as planned, but we couldn't control that. We just made the most of the opportunity we had here in China. We had great food, great company, had an awesome visit with the local flying club to understand what they're doing and see their clubhouse. And of course, we went rafting. Pity we didn't bring any GoPros so we could show the footage, but the look on Ito's face as we hit some of those rapids was amazing. So, one more day left before we come home from China. We are really having a great trip. If you get the chance to come to China, I suggest you do it. It's mind-boggling. And to come here on a sort of flying hobby kind of visit is even better. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Till then, see you later.